All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Another Sunday, another episode of the Always Chillin' podcast. Skinny D and the Sandman here in the barbershop once again. It's episode 34 of the Always Chillin' podcast. It's 2022. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes, indeed. Double deuce.
I guess we got to start the year with a big old rest in peace Betty White.
Betty White, man.
Man,
Wow.
she had a hell of a run, man.
Right
It was
before 100.
Yeah, it was down to her and the Queen. I was like, who's going to die first?
Well, the Queen, man.
Yeah, she's been around a long time.
That's
She's
a whole
like,
different story. They ain't going to be able to put her back together again when she goes. Dog.
Yeah.
Betty White was all natural. But the
Yeah.
Queen, they still in body parts and shit.
Yeah, so that's some bad news. Yeah, she was like 2 weeks away from 100. I think Time Magazine, fucking jinxed her.
One of
Random.
the
Yeah.
original Golden Girls.
Yeah. Yeah, me and my wife just finished watching that show. I had never
Dang.
seen it before. Yeah,
I know the whole song.
finished it yeah, we do too. We're walking around the house singing,
Your heart is true.
and what a weird song. Like the words, I'm like, this is a
This
weird.
is not this
This is a
show.
weird-
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, hey, just so you know, I'm a better friend than all your other friends are. Yeah, that's if you
Yeah.
haven't heard it, the
Yeah.
lyrics are like,
break it down
you know,
a little bit. Break
you know.
it down.
if you threw a party, invited everybody, I'd get you the biggest gift.
I also got to send an RIP to Max Julian, Goldie.
Yeah.
RIP to Pimp, the original. We can handle this like some gentlemen, or we can get into some gangster shit. Classic line, the Mac. You got to check it out one night, man. That's black excellence right there. I think he was 88. 88, 89, man. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people died recently. The first commanding officer of SEAL Team 6 died. Bad dude.
Wow.
Bad fucking dude. I don't remember his last name, unfortunately.
Old dude.
He was 81.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, bad.
Rest
a lot
in
of people,
peace, brother.
Yeah, a lot of losses. At the end of the year here.
It's crazy how that works. Like they
Mhm.
say, what do they say? It always happens in threes.
Oh yeah.
So who we got next?
Yeah. I don't know
who we got
who
next.
is next. I think the Queen probably is.
It's got to be a wrap for
Pretty
her,
s-
bro.
pretty
What is
soon.
she? 2000?
Yeah,
what the
I don't know.
fuck,
She's been
man?
around a long time. She was.
She's like every old picture you see, she's there.
Yeah, and she's old.
and she's old then.
It's a black and white picture, and she's
like,
still old.
did y'all switch her out somewhere?
I
or
think so. I
something?
think it's like a dog
You
situation.
feeling me,
you know?
bro?
Like, we'll just get one that looks just
you
like her.
feeling me?
Well, if they're cloning anybody,
It's her.
It's the Queen of England.
Yeah, I'm like, man, they did a swap here. I thought what was the Pope?
I've
I
never
can't
heard her
remember
talk.
which
Does she
one.
talk? I've never seen her talk.
She did talk. Well, I guess a publicist talked for her when the Meghan Markle thing, when
Yeah.
they had to get the fuck
Yeah,
out of there.
I see like statements, but I've never seen like a video of words leaving her mouth.
Damn.
I'm sure there are some. We could
Yeah.
probably. I mean, I've just never looked. I
Yeah.
guess, but
well, I mean, I don't fucking care for her, but you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't
like
think
I
she's
see her
ever
on. I
talked.
see her on TV all the time. I never see her say anything.
See, that's probably the deal. They take out her voice box for a new arm or some shit for some shit to work. Man.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
that
don't
bitch is
know.
like 2,000 years old,
Yeah,
man. She done
I
been
don't know.
around for a minute. And then what was it? Her husband that just died last year, and he was,
her husband cousin.
Yeah, what was he? 103 or something?
Yeah, he was pretty old.
Yeah, dude. And was driving around and shit, crashing
he
shit.
looked like a ghost already. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
he's
there's
already a
there's
ghost.
There's a skeleton driving that car.
Yeah, I don't know if I would want to live that long.
I don't know. I think it would be okay if it, because there's some 100-year-old people who are like, they can walk around, get around fine. I think it depends on how you take care of yourself.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're
like
right.
you could live to be 300 and it wouldn't be that bad if you could, walk around.
Well,
and
while we
stuff.
talking, man, I mean, shit, like we just talked about the other night, medicine and technology, man, shit, we might be the generation that live to 200
Yeah, could be.
with how they're doing shit now. But would that leave us open to more disease and other bad shit to happen living
know.
that long?
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see.
That's like a whole. It's like a whole science is like studying people who are getting old.
I think we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm only 46. Yeah, I think we'll see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe it won't be us.
We'll probably
Maybe
won't
like
be us, yeah.
maybe like our grandkids' generation.
Yeah.
Somebody will be 200, but
Here's a new arm. You good?
yeah, pretty soon they'll just be growing parts. You'll just go into Jiffy Lube for people.
Well, what's that machine?
The 3D printers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why not?
3D print.
You ain't gotta wait for a heart no more. We'll just hook you up on real quick. How long you going? You cool? and come in.
Yeah, you can just do it at home.
You know what I mean? Do it at the crib.
I'm gonna download a new heart.
Zoom you in how to put your new heart in. There was a doctor that did perform surgery on himself. I think back in the 60s and shit.
That's crazy.
Had all his fucking insides laying
no
there
way.
and shit. And he's
Damn.
there. Yeah, I just watched that video the other
Damn,
day.
that's
I'm
some
like,
balls.
oh, that's a bad motherfucker
That's
right
some
there.
balls, dude.
Like, I don't trust none of y'all to do this shit.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I don't trust none of y'all to do this shit. You just watch.
I don't want to see my insides like that.
Woo.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't have any of that stuff.
It's amazing what the body carries, man. It's amazing what the body carries. Yeah, I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah, speaking of what the body carries, my wife got way too drunk at your house again.
Okay.
Went home puking again, dog.
It was
It's
New
always-
Year's, man.
Yeah, it's always your house. Always going over to your house, drinking too much wine, and then we come home and she's like, she still had probably like a third of that bottle when we got home.
That was a big bottle, too.
Yeah, it was a big bottle, and she sat down and she was like, should I drink the rest of this? And I was like, no, you probably shouldn't. Probably shouldn't, because if you drink that, you're definitely going to throw up. Because I was like, remember last time? And she was like, oh, yeah, I do remember last time. Don't want to do that. So she put it back in the fridge, and she did it anyway, man. She just in there, explosive vomit. And that's why I don't drink. We were over at her parents' house before we went over to your house on New Year's.
Okay. Oh, yeah, she did say she.
Yeah. And her dad's like, oh, you want a shot of whiskey? I'm like, no, I don't drink. And he's like, oh, why don't you drink? And next time I'm just going to take a video of his daughter. I'm going to be like, that's why.
Nah,
Like,
man,
oh,
I can't
next
do
time
that.
he's like, why don't you drink? I'll be like, oh, hey, let me show you this video of your kid after a bottle and a half of wine.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just not into that anymore, man.
Nah,
I don't like the spins. I don't like puking. It's just like I forget how much getting drunk fucks you up, because she was so out of it that I got concerned. I was like, oh shit. I was like, do we need to go to the hospital? And I was like, oh no, she's drunk. Like, I haven't seen somebody drunk in a long time, you know.
I guess I haven't either.
I don't really do that shit anymore.
Nah, that's why, wine, I can't drink none of that hard shit anymore, and just seeing what it makes people do.
Yeah, you're always drinking Carlo Rossi.
Carlo Rossi, baby,
When we're-
$16.99. Get you there too, man. It'll get you
I'm
there.
just not into it anymore, man.
Nah,
Got all that out of my system, I guess. Like, I don't
which is
even-
cool.
Yeah, I don't even remember why I thought it was fun. In the Marine Corps, I was all the time, every day.
I
And now
why
it's-
you want to get so fucked up that you probably ain't gonna remember the night?
I guess that's just part of being young, man.
Yeah, but shit, man. It's just the next day for me.
Yeah, that's why I don't really drink anymore.
Yeah, fuck that shit, man. I wanna be able to.
I have 8 hours of fun and a headache for 2 days.
I gotta be able to go bond people out of jail. If I mean when they go to jail, because I'm sober.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm cool driving, going and getting Taco Bell.
Exactly.
Like, whatever, man.
Exactly. I'm 10 toes in my square still.
Yeah.
Like I said before, my parents.
It's
owning a
weird
bar.
being the only sober one, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to be around people and you're the only one that's not drinking.
Because what did they
It's
say?
a little weird.
That alcohol, man, motherfuckers start telling the truth. You know what I mean? You got your lovey-dovey drunks. You got your mean-ass drunks. You got the drunks that want to give away all their money drunks and shit. And you're like, this is really you, motherfucker. This ain't the alcohol. This is really you. And I'm seeing it. So, yeah, I feel what you. I'm like, God damn, man. Alcohol brings out the real you. Liquid courage. Yeah, that's why they call that shit. Liquid courage. True serum.
Yeah.
My dad used to call it true serum.
Yeah, and I used to be really, really into it, man. It used to be my shit. Like I said, I used to be going and getting a bottle of Patron every day because I thought I was hood rich. In the Marine Corps, we're all hood rich.
Yeah.
Go spend our whole paycheck on the big gallon bottle. It's like this big, walking out of the PX.
Ooh,
like,
Patron.
yeah, Patron and Sunny D was my thing for a while. Which
Sunny D kills yeah. That Sunny D takes over, but that's what fucks you up.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, dude, I remember having we had the big red Solo cups, you know. I remember I had a cup full of Patron and pink Sunny Delight, and I dropped my phone into it. Dude, I remember just pulling my phone out and then just continuing to send my text message. The shit was soaked in
On that
tequila
Sunny
and
D.
Sunny D. Yeah.
I think that shit was kind of thick.
Yeah, it was
So
kind of chalky.
Yeah. So it would take over everything, man. And you just next thing you know, you crawling.
Yeah. That's why I had to buy a bottle every day, dude. I was drinking them every day.
I'm with you on that sunny D, man. I could drink anything
Patron.
in that sunny D.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I'm gonna go spend $200 on Patron and 50 cents on a gallon of Sunny Delight.
But I think if I smell a bottle of Sunny Delight right now, bro, I can't drink that shit.
I get kind of a hankering for it every once in a while.
Drink that shit so much, man.
Kool-Aid, I get a pretty bad hankering for Kool-Aid. The little bottles that had the faces on them. Do you remember those?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll get a hankering for those every once in a while.
Yoo-hoos.
Oh, dude, yeah, Yoo-hoos.
Although I haven't seen a Yoo-hoo in years.
We had one not that long ago because we watched Friends, and Chandler's always drinking Yoo-hoos, so we get a craving. So we'll get on that. We get on that app where we order whatever.
Y'all had to order those.
Yeah, whatever we want. Yeah.
Oh, the spot that the
they just deliver it.
They got them on there.
Yeah,
no
they got
shit.
Yoo-hoos, man. So we just get on there. We're like, deliver 6 Yoo-hoos.
Oh shit,
And
man.
yeah, they show up.
Yoo-hoos, chocolate mous, man. Fuck yeah. That's when you can go in the drugstore with $5 and come out with a fucking kilo of candy. A whole key. Whole key of candy. Take that shit to school and hustle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got any New Year's resolutions?
You know what, man? To keep it 100 with you, man, for a long time, I didn't even know what that shit meant. And no, I just be doing shit.
Okay, yeah.
I just be doing shit.
Yeah. Did you have any resolutions last year?
No.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever had.
Well, my question would have been, did you do whatever you resolved to do? But I guess.
I don't think I've ever.
I guess maybe.
I don't think I've ever had a resolution.
I think it puts a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah, because I'm gonna fuck it up. That's what I was. I'm fucking up.
Yeah, it puts a lot of pressure on a dude, man. Like you make your resolution, I'm gonna work out every day, and then the first day you miss it, you're like, well, I'm fucked.
Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. The whole year's gone. I'm never working out again.
I ain't no gains. Gains is gone. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't usually have like an official resolution, but I mean, like I said the other night, man, I feel like my life is going well.
It's already dope.
Yeah, like I feel like my life's going in a good direction. Even like my career feels good, relationship feels good, podcast feels good. Like everything feels like it's going the right way. So,
and I think I'm willing to try and learn and something new every day. Anyway.
Well, yeah, and I don't know that I know what I'm gonna need over the next year. Like I don't know what the next year is gonna throw at me. That I
really don't know even what the fuck's
gonna
happen.
need. I'm gonna need to practice. Yeah.
So I just be doing shit, bro.
Yeah, it's a little. Yeah, resolutions are a little weird. Seems a little better to me to do it retroactively. Look back at the year and say, like what did I get better at this year?
I like that. Oh, I like that.
Because you got better at something.
I like that.
You can do something now that you couldn't do a year ago. I guarantee it.
I've never heard anybody put it like that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Instead of
I'm gonna do that.
I mean, it's good to have goals, but instead of putting all your eggs in the resolution basket, maybe just look backwards a little bit and say, this is where I was at a year ago. What do I like better? And you probably like a lot of stuff better.
You probably like a lot of stuff.
You probably did a lot of stuff good without even realizing you were doing it.
When nobody's watching.
Mm-hmm.
That's when dope shit happens, when nobody's watching.
Yeah. So resolutions, I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of 50-50 on them. And they're all kind of the same. Like, what can you resolve to do? I want to make more money. I want to be healthier. I want to
be married and
you already know what you know what
do
you
all
gotta,
that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you already know what you got to do.
You can see all that.
Yeah, you already know how to do that.
I never got into that. But like I said, I never even knew what the fuck it meant, man. Probably well into my 20s.
Really?
Like, what is resolution?
So what'd you tell people when they asked?
Same shit. I'd just be doing shit, man. No, because I don't know what it means. I didn't want to sound stupid and be like, you know what I mean? I really didn't know what it meant. And I don't even know who educated on me. And I'm like, oh, that's what that shit means? Nah, man, I ain't got none of them. Because I'll be fucking up. And especially back in my day, I'll be fucking up, man. I might be in jail next week. You know what I mean? I might have did some shit.
That's true.
And all my plans is fucked up anyway. So, nah.
I mean, jail might be the place to do it, man. If you got a New Year's resolution, maybe going to jail might be the good thing because your resolution is you don't want to eat out anymore. You don't want to eat junk food. Hey, go to jail, dog. Want to start working out? Go to jail.
And know this, for the people that do, keep them realistic, keep them attainable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's good to have goals, but your goal can't be, I want I want to eat right every single day, because you just can't do it. You can't go, especially if you weren't before. You know, if you eat right 20% of the time, you're not gonna be able to go to 100% right away.
No.
Yeah, stuff like that. Just if you be too strict on yourself, I think you're just setting yourself up for failure. And then you have an excuse to totally fall off the wagon.
And then I think it creates I have to compete with my friends and nah, man, this ain't that. You know what I mean?
Well, that's not what it should be about anyway. Like, your New Year's resolution should not be about somebody else being impressed.
Yeah, and I think that's where we're at more or less with the resolution thing.
Yeah.
So I'm really way out of the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Too many people trying to compete with each other and show each other shit, and I'm like, that ain't. I think y'all really took the meaning of resolution way overboard.
Mm-hmm.
There's
enough for everybody, man. There's enough.
There's enough.
There's enough health and fitness for everybody, man.
There's enough money for everybody.
You can clap and say good job. You don't have to.
You say you doing some fly shit. I see you.
Yeah, you don't got to be the best all the time. You don't got to be rooting for people to fail either. That shit ain't cool. Maybe that's a pretty good resolution, I guess. Maybe I'll try not to get excited when people fail at stuff.
But see, don't nobody want them resolutions. They all want to be millionaires, new car, and a new wife, and all that old stupid ass shit.
Well, I would like to be a millionaire. If that's what
would be cool.
If that's what the year got for me, then I'm all right with that.
It would be cool.
I might need a new car anyway. I've been driving my wife's car everywhere because my battery fucking died finally.
Yeah, that's what I said, man.
And it's just too cold. It's just too cold for me to change it. It finally snowed around here.
It gets to a point, man. Like, my battery's new, man. And my
it's like -6 today. I woke up. I was gonna change it. I've been planning on changing my battery all week today.
It just kept getting colder and colder on you.
And I woke up and I was like, I don't think I feel like doing this.
You got the battery and everything already?
No, I didn't. I haven't even gone and bought it.
This is what you do. Have your wife drive your car to AutoZone, and they're gonna see a pretty woman, and they're gonna put it in her for her.
Okay.
I do it all the time. I make Jenna drive my shit down there because they'll do it for them. They're going to be looking at us like.
That's not a bad idea. My wife can't drive. My wife can't drive my car, though.
Oh, too fast.
No, it's a manual. Yeah. She don't know how to drive.
Oh, really? That is?
Yeah,
Really?
she don't know how to drive manual.
That's interesting you say that, man. There's only 11% of us left.
That know how to drive manual? Yeah.
I don't know if it's in the country.
I like it. I read a thing about if you drive stick, you're less likely to get Alzheimer's and shit.
The mechanics. I mean, I feel like, I move,
Also, nobody can steal my shit.
Nobody can steal. I just left my shit running at the gas station. I'm good. Ain't nobody. They gonna get in and get out. Yeah, there's only 11% of people left that can drive a manual. I think in the world, I think that article said. I was like,
really? Damn.
That's crazy.
Damn. Well, I mean, you don't need to.
No.
Like, why do you need to?
Yeah. Anymore. They don't even make.
Yeah. Like, I made a conscious decision I had to go find manual cars.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. You had to go find that, didn't you?
Yeah, that's part of the deal. When I was buying it, I was looking specifically for a manual. So.
Damn, I didn't know that. Oh, you got some scoot in that bitch then.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's all stock.
Here you go, being minus and shit. But it's
I mean, it's not. It's a stock. It's a stock Challenger RT. It's not like it's like 435 horsepower or something. Which
that's enough.
Yeah, which is a lot. But yeah,
I'm a low rider driver.
Yeah,
I don't go over 36.
Yeah,
everything's fast to me over 36.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's not like I got a Scat Pack or like a Hellcat sitting out there or anything. And this time of year it fucking sucks.
Yeah,
the back end just comes out on me anytime I do anything. I gotta blow stoplights because it's like if I stop here, I'm never gonna be able to get going again. So I just gotta I gotta time gaps and stuff and just shoot stoplights, man. It's fucking crazy. That's why they call it a Challenger. I say,
go get you some bags, man.
Yeah, that's why they call it a Challenger because that shit ain't easy.
Yeah. That's like the little V-dub, man. When I told you today, I got stuck
like
3 times right out here in the parking lot the first time. No, in the alley the first time. Got out of the alley, got stuck right here. Finally got fucking home. I'm turning in my driveway. The fucking Amazon dude's on some bullshit. So I'm like, you motherfucker. And I slid right into the snowbank right at the end of my driveway, man. And I'm like, you motherfucker. And he goes by me. So I try to go shovel my shit out, man. I go grab my door. I lock myself out of my fucking car. And I call the locksmith. And after that, I didn't drive it again for that last winter. I got back in the S10, bro. I was like, this shit ain't meant for this shit at all.
Yeah, driving around in the winter fucking sucks.
Yeah, especially in Nebraska. It's real now. This is real. Like I said, this is life-altering cold out here.
Yeah, it's really fucking cold.
Whoa.
It's really, really, really cold.
Man.
I thought global warming was going to take care of this.
Well, I thought we'd be all right, man.
I know, it was 50 like a week ago, and I was like, okay, global warming, that sucks, but I might as well enjoy the ride.
We'd been all right.
Might as well enjoy the ride, man. If it's going to be 50 in December before the world blows up, cool.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit. Like you see I posted, man. For some reason, I was dreaming about riding. I was riding. It was about 55, 56, man, and I woke up and I was like, God damn.
Did you do your snow ride?
I did not.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It was too damn cold.
Yeah.
Usually I can get out, and do a block, man.
You're talking that shit the other day. You're like, oh, I do it every year.
I do it every year.
Yeah, we'll see, man.
This is the second year I've skipped. I don't think I did it last year either. Because I didn't have
What are you trying to prove, man? What are you trying to prove?
Actually, it started on accident, bro.
Why you gotta ride your bicycle in the snow?
I think it was one of my first builds. And I had it built up, man. I'm like, I gotta ride this motherfucker. It had been sitting for like a month, man. I was like, fuck it. I'm riding this bitch. And I loved the way it handled. I was like, oh shit, man. So that I just started doing it every year.
Right.
Shoot the shit after that.
Okay.
So I had to ride the bike. That was it. I was being hard head.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Turned it into a
That's
thing.
a cool way for a tradition to start, man. But yeah, if it's negative 13 or whatever it was this morning.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Yeah, it's
good
all right.
on that.
It's all right to call it off.
I said I came and shoveled the walk here today, man, and
I still haven't done the sidewalk out front of my house.
Hey,
there's footprints in it and shit. I'm like, fuck.
If you didn't do it today, it's a different kind of snow now, man. It's got that smooth frosting layer of ice on it now, so you're gonna be. Yeah, that's a different kind of snow. But as I was shoveling this morning, my angle and I turned and my breath came out and it was like I was exhaling diamonds and shit, bro. I was like, that's fucking cold. I was like, that's fucking cold, man. I was like, damn, breathing diamonds and shit. Breath is just crystallizing immediately.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. It looks like I'm smoking cigarettes, dude. I walked outside today and I was like, I pretended to smoke a cigarette for a little bit.
Hey, man,
Like, hey.
You know it's cold when you walk outside from a warm room and it just tears your fucking nostrils.
Yeah, I could feel all my nose hairs freezing.
Yeah, that's a different level of cold right there.
That's when you go back inside.
Yeah.
Our Chihuahuas, they usually take their fucking sweet ass time outside. We let them out. And they'll sit on the deck. You know, our backyard, it's all fenced in, so we just let them out.
Right.
We have a little deck. So we'll let them out, and one of the Chihuahuas will just sit on the deck. The other two, they'll go piss and they'll shit. And then we'll open the door, and Coco, the Chihuahua, will open the door, and she'll just look at us. And the other two will come inside, and she'll be like, I haven't even started yet. And she waits till the other two are done. She's like, I need my privacy.
Will they walk through the snow?
I need my privacy or whatever. Kinda. I'll talk about that in a second, too. But during the summer, Coco will sit on the deck in the sun and just wait. And then she'll take like 15 minutes outside. She'll just sniff around. She'll piss. She'll shit. She'll refuse to come in. I'm outside at 7 a.m, like, Coco! Yelling at a Chihuahua, man. But in the winter, dude, those Chihuahuas, they run out there, they piss, and then they run back up and start barking at the door. Yeah, they don't,
motherfucker.
Yeah, they don't fuck around. And if the snow gets too bad, they just won't go. So I have to get out there with a shovel.
Yeah,
and shovel out the backyard. Shovel out a big square for them. They just look at me. I open the door. They're just like, "What do you?" Yeah, they're just like, "What do you think I'm gonna do? What do you think I'm gonna do with this?"
Yeah. Dogs are a trip, man. They're looking at me.
You start shoveling. They're like, "That's right, motherfucker."
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You work for me.
And now I'm coming out.
Your pugs like the snow?
Fuck no.
No.
Like foot out, nope. It's like testing the water. Nah.
Yeah, they're dragging their dicks around in it all the time.
They do not like snow. Yeah, they're low lying anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if the snow's deep enough, nuts all in the snow, man.
You had your pugs in the basement the other day, and I was talking to my wife. I was like, man, our lap dogs always have to be girls. And she's like, why? And I'm like, well, because those pugs, they're just dragging their schmeat all over my thighs the whole time. They're just just rubbing their dicks against you the whole time.
Get home and yeah, my cousins.
I just feel their feel their fucking dongs rubbing against my lap.
Yeah,
man.
like,
Like,
get off me,
"Jeez."
man. Like, yeah, stop. Get off me, man.
This was fun until you did that.
Get off me, man.
Yeah, your cousin breeds those bulldogs, right?
Yeah, bullies.
so he's got
bullies.
he's got all the ones with the big ass dicks on purpose.
Yeah, man. I be like, man, them Scud missiles out there in your fucking yard, man. That's dinosaur shit out there. It like a buffalo pile out there. What the fuck? And that's why I just don't want big dogs no more, man.
Yeah.
But I've watched my cousin, man, for probably 20 plus years, man, master his craft, man. And
He's got really good looking dogs. What's his Instagram handle? Do you know off the top?
Beast Mold Bullies.
Yeah, Beast Mold Bullies. MOLD. Yeah,
And I ain't saying this because it's my cousin, man. But yeah,
they're really good looking dogs.
Yeah, I watched him. That tricolor, man. One day we'll go over there, man. Just it looks fake.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's that. I'm like,
I mean, I've been showing my wife his dog since before I knew he was your cousin. I thought it was just some dude following the show.
yeah, that's my cousin. Yeah,
Yeah, and I was like,
that's
damn,
the
look
business
at
page.
Look
Yeah,
at these dogs. He's got these rose gold pit bulls, man.
Yeah,
They're really fucking.
that's her name, Rose Gold.
Yeah.
If you see her in person, you be like, oh, Rose Gold. You'll
Yeah,
see it.
Looks.
Yeah,
They look like
he's
real
been
good
doing that
dogs.
forever, man. I think he got the perfect package, man.
Yeah, he takes it pretty seriously too. I mean, he's in there, right?
Oh yeah, he's in there. If the male dog can't get it in, he puts it in for him, type shit, man. He'll deliver the puppies and he'll go in there and get them and shit. I'm like, that's a little too much for me. I love dogs, but I'm not doing
that's
that.
some work, man. That's why he gets to charge the big bucks.
Yeah, it's work. I mean, he got people coming from L.A., Kansas City. He had a couple from Vermont come and get a dog.
Damn,
man.
nice.
Yeah, it's real deal for him. I'm glad to see him doing what he's doing with that shit because I know he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
There's a lot of bullies out here that just ain't bullies. They just little short fat pit bulls and they don't look healthy.
Yeah, you never really know what you're getting, dude. Like you give somebody $800 for a puppy or whatever.
Or shit, 800. I mean, some like American,
yeah, and I mean 800 is cheap.
3,000, 10,000 for some of these dogs, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, you don't even know what you. Or who was it? Lady Gaga's bodyguard took a bullet for a Frenchie, and she didn't hook him up with nothing, man. I'm like,
Yeah,
man,
that's
she
fucking
didn't do
crazy.
nothing.
That's
he
crazy.
took a bullet for.
I mean,
your
I'll take a bullet for my dogs. Your dogs, I don't know. You know,
my dogs are thugs, man. They might get a motherfucker. I don't know. Rock him, man. That dude. We gotta get him around people more.
He was fine. He was fine the other night, man.
Yeah, once he gets to
he was.
man, I'm about you, dog.
Yeah,
Man, I'm like, damn.
He was cuddling and everything, dude.
Yeah, he fucks with you, man.
Yeah, it was
You and my mom are the only ones that he'll
slapping him in the face.
settle down for. Everybody else is like, fuck you.
We were kind of bummed your mom wasn't there, man. We were expecting your mom to be there.
Yeah,
on New
mom got
Year's.
stuck being grandma.
Yeah, my wife was really looking forward to it. She's like, I can't wait to hang out with the mom's mom.
Yeah, she got stuck being grandma.
Yeah,
And besides, my mom won't drive.
Another time. Yeah, she won't drive in the snow at all, right? What happened?
Man, it was years ago, and it wasn't even that much snow, but it was right in front of our house, like right in front of our house. You know what I mean? And we didn't even hear it. And she's we heard mom, and I'm like, we all run out with dad and shit, and we like, what? Where they at? And then we seen the bumpers, but I'm like, Mom, did you? She's like, yeah, I just got into a wreck. And I'm like, there's not even a scratch. And then she must have slid 6 inches and ting. And she won't drive no more. That was over 25-something years ago.
That was the last time she drove in the snow?
She was not driving the snow.
So you got to make runs for it.
The mom's delivery service is now open.
You got to bring her all her groceries.
You got to bring her all everything now. Her Pepsi, everything.
You got to take care of Mom.
Yeah, she don't fuck around in the snow. Not at all.
I've never really had, I've had, like I said, my car doesn't get around that good. I'll do an accidental 360 every once in a while. I've never hit anybody I slid into a stop sign one time, but then you just back up and drive away.
Me neither.
No big deal.
I might have hit a bank or two. Might have slid up into a bank.
Like a snow bank.
Yeah.
I thought you meant bank, like the building for some reason.
No,
like,
if I slide up in there.
I might have hit a bank. I was like, might have.
Nah, banks wasn't my thing, man.
Yeah, okay.
Almost
Snow banks.
Almost one time.
Almost robbed a bank?
Yeah. I was working in a a town. I won't say the name of the town.
Good idea.
Because this bank ended up getting robbed for real.
Unrelated.
Kind of. Short story. I was working in this town, and like I said, I had to lay the mains and connect everything and go down the block and tell everybody turn their lines on, flush the air out, flush the dirt out, whatever may have gotten in the line, right? So this really wasn't a big town, so there wasn't no block, but the post office was over here and the bank was over here, the bar was there and the co-op and some other shit, right? So first building, I'm gonna walk in the bank and tell them, turn on all the faucets and everything and flush it. So I'm like, damn.
Is it a small town?
Yeah, real small.
Okay.
Probably spit a loogie across this town. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And I go back outside and I chill. So I'm going to go back in, you know what I mean? Still. So I'm like, ain't nobody in this bitch, man. I know I can get about 5-10 racks real quick. And right as I was like, fuck, go outside. Because they'll know it's me. And I must have came back to Lincoln, man. And
Yeah,
we was
like,
kicking
there was a black dude here.
You dig what I'm saying?
And then the bank got robbed.
But I must have came back to Lincoln on the weekend or something. We was kicking it with the homies, and I must have ran my mouth or something. I must have said something to one of the homies or something about a bank or something, and it got through the grapevine. So one of my other homies from across 27th Street, his little brother and his homies ended up going to rob the bank.
No
they hit the bank,
shit.
man. Yeah, they hit the bank. Then there was a little blonde chick. I think they said she was a serial bank robber. No, she was from the same town. She robbed the bank and went on YouTube and was flashing the money and shit and was going across fucking country robbing shit and shit. You don't remember that shit?
No.
Yeah, well, blonde
What
chick
the
was
fuck?
doing videos, man. She robbed the fucking bank. And they didn't believe her. They were like, nah, she didn't do that shit. So they let her go, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, and then she went to do the videos with all the money. And
White
that's when she-
privilege,
Yes,
dude.
sir.
That's some white privilege.
Yes, sir. They fucking let her go. They didn't believe her. I was like,
That is.
she just told y'all she robbed the bank, and they was like, nah,
Yeah.
she didn't.
Anybody ever ask you what white privilege is? Tell them about that.
There you
Holy
go.
shit. You're on YouTube like, I robbed a bank.
I robbed the bank.
And they're like, shut
no,
up.
you didn't.
Go home. Take your money and go
Yeah,
home.
that shit. I remember that shit, man. So that bank, man, I was like, damn, I almost hit that bank. I'm glad I didn't because we all
Damn,
ended
that's
up prison
crazy.
together.
They got busted though.
Oh yeah, they got busted.
Yeah.
There was only one way out of that town.
They didn't even make it out of the town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's something I always thought about. 'cause
Yeah,
I
robbing a bank sounds easy
to you,
until you get to the getaway part.
Till
The
you
getaway
gotta go.
part, I think, is the hard part.
till
Yeah.
you gotta go. I knew bank robbers, man. I knew dudes that rob banks, man, and it was a fucking operation, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Where'd you know him at?
In prison.
Yeah. See, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's one of those crimes that you can't really get
You
away
can't
with
get away from that.
anymore.
Especially with the way they got the bills chipped and
Yeah.
shit
Well,
and
and
all
yeah,
that
especially
shit.
cleaning the money. Like,
Cleaning it. Yeah, I mean, you can't
Yeah,
get
how
away
you-
with that shit.
how are you gonna
nowadays.
explain?
Back in the
Yeah.
day, like the 40s, 50s, 60s, yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's paying for stuff with cash.
You know
that
what I'm
there's
saying?
no computers involved.
Credit was.
I mean, you could just keep it in your house and take a 20 out every
Right,
time you left, and
right in the
you know,
fucking walls. And
never
shit.
have to worry about money again.
Well, shit. One of the biggest bank heists in American history was right here in Lincoln.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. They got like a couple mil out of that fucking thing. There's pictures of I don't know if it's LPD or the actual military that came here and was strategically placed throughout the city because they
Oh,
didn't know.
shit.
Yeah, it was a big deal. Yeah, that's Lincoln, Nebraska, man. It's on the map for bank robbery.
On deployment, everyone's always making bank robbing plans.
Really?
Like you're all bored and you're sitting there making your bank rob, and everyone's like, "Oh, I got the perfect one," but none of them are good.
Nah.
None of them are good.
When
They're
you
all-
fucking with money and
Yeah.
checks and I don't see an out in that shit.
no.
Even if you get away for
Well, and there's no way that you're not going to be on camera. There's
how
no,
you gonna spend it? Where are you
Yeah.
gonna spend it?
Yeah, what are you even going to do with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just-
Unless you
it's
have
just
a
one of those.
strategic.
Yeah, it's just one of those crimes that like you can't explain $50,000 just showing up in your bank account.
At all.
Even if you broke it into little bills, like if you got audited, you'd be fucked.
Nah.
You deposited $1,000 every month for the rest of your life or whatever.
Yeah.
They would still they would still be like, explain this, and you still couldn't.
And you
So,
couldn't. Yeah, that money.
Yeah, and then
game,
they'll just
man.
take it. They'll even if they can't prove you did something illegal with it, they'll just take it because you can't explain where it came from.
Period. And they can do that.
Yeah. So I don't know. You just seems like a lot of trouble for fucking nothing. But I think that about, I guess most crimes seem like more trouble than they're worth to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Take it from me. I got posted the other day. Running in and out of prison, man, don't make you no real G, man. Yeah. It means you ain't no good at what you're doing, ultimately. And until you have that smack in the face moment, you gonna keep trying this shit, and then what do they say? That's insanity.
Yeah, trying the same thing over and over.
You can't. And all 3 of my prison terms was the same shit, and they was trying to make me. I was like, oh no, I'm really not crazy. I'm not though. I'm just doing stupid shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You won't see me again. I fucking promise. And yeah, I'm doing good on my promise, man.
Well, and I mean the way technology's getting, it's like, what are you going to be able to get away with eventually?
Anymore?
Like, I think most stuff is hard to get away with. I mean, except like jacking somebody for their wallet on the street.
Like, yeah, I was about to say, do you hear about fake ID? Are fake IDs easier to make or harder to make with technology?
I don't know.
I mean, because it ain't about just cutting a letter out. No, I mean, they got strips and.
Yeah, it's probably easier to make one that looks good. I don't know how easy it is to make one that actually checks out. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because you
it's easy to get on Photoshop and make a barcode or whatever.
Yeah,
that looks pretty good. But
would it be easier to make one now, or?
Yeah, I don't know.
Not that I want one or need one or anything.
Yeah, I don't need a fake ID for sure.
Never had a fake ID. I didn't get into that shit. My parents owned the bar, so I was in there already. Yeah. I didn't have to have one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think getting a fake ID is it was made out to be a bigger thing than it actually was. Is it kind of like
that's some serious trouble, ain't it?
Yeah, kind of like just drugs in general. I think most people find someone else's ID and they go, "That kind of looks like me."
Yeah,
and then they try to use it.
I've seen a few of them.
Yeah, I don't like public safety announcements and after school specials and stuff made it seem like there was some 16-year-old kid with like a lab where he was like surgically making fake IDs.
Right. But that's what I always thought. Shit.
Yeah, that wasn't really the case. I never ran into that guy.
I never met him.
Those school program things, those drug programs and stuff, they made me think that crime was going to be a lot more. I came out of those like, oh, maybe the world's not that bad, because I spent all of grade school, middle school, high school, expecting somebody to offer me some drugs eventually. Who's running around offering you free drugs? Who's standing around a corner like, want some drugs for free? You want some free weed?
See, even with our age difference, I felt the same with the DARE pro. I'm like, ain't nobody giving you shit for free in the hood. You ain't getting no.
Yeah, well, I didn't even know what drugs were until they taught me.
Exactly. Like, what's drugs?
They're like, now when you go behind the quick shop and Lil Marco offers you a dime bag, for $30,
drugstores.
You tell him no.
I was like, is that
that's where they sell drugs?
Is that the spot? Is that the trap house? So as a kid, I was always like, okay,
the drugstore.
So they're not cool. They got all the candy in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. So I agree with you there, especially the DARE program. And then what was it? How could I forget this? Just say no. I was 10.
Yeah.
I was 10, and I was like, everywhere I go, somebody gonna be trying to,
I can't go to the store without somebody offering
cocaine in my eyeball or something. Yeah, I agree with you there. And it never happened. Nobody ever was like, "Hey, man, you want this joint for free?"
Yeah, nobody.
And it was more like, "Man, $10 for this joint."
Well, and then what would happen is if I was in a situation where someone was like, "Hey, man, you want some of this weed?" and then I went, "Oh no, I'm good." They said, "Okay, cool, yeah." Nobody ever peer pressured me.
Like, man, you gonna hit this? Nah, never happened. Never fucking happened.
Yeah, they're just like,
happened.
Okay, cool, whatever.
I'm with you there, man. That DARE shit, man. They really they scared the shit out of motherfuckers.
Yeah, nobody ever peer pressured me. I probably never would have even known what drugs were. I mean, you maybe.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
you maybe would be different, but like if I wouldn't have known what crack was. I don't think until I started watching Adult Swim on TV. I guess.
Yeah, that crack shit, man. That crack shit hit hard.
Yeah.
Crack was a Mike Tyson blow, and meth was a Mayweather blow. Both blows, both will knock you out, both will break your jaw, but just different bone density. You know what I mean? Different weight class, different beast. That crack shit, man, it was it took a lot of homies' moms, a lot of homies' sisters, like dads and everything, man. Like all the just I remember the hood just getting great.
It's kind of scary too. Like you watch videos of people on crack, or you see somebody, you can tell when somebody's on crack downtown. Like,
Yeah. Like the meth heads,
you're like, man, I'm about to get assaulted at any moment.
accosted at the least. You know what I'm
dude,
saying?
I'll cross the street. I see this lady on the street. I walk around on my lunch break, talking to my wife on the phone, and I see this lady on the street, and I can see her like in people's faces pointing. She's like following people down the street until they get too far away from her little corner, and then she'll turn around and go back to the corner and post up, wait for the next person. I'm just like, man,
I'm cool.
Yeah, I don't feel like dealing with that, so I'll just
Go
cross the street
You can
real
have
quick.
all
Yeah,
that. That's your corner. That's your spot. You can have it.
That's yours. Yeah, I'm
It's all yours.
not gonna fight you for it.
Yeah, man, that shit.
Yeah,
and
it's weird.
like we talked about mental health earlier, man. I know mental health is a thing. It's a real thing. Shit, I suffer, but I think it's more drugs.
Yeah, it's kind of motivating too. Weirdly motivating. I saw this thing that was like, a crackhead never wakes up and decides that they don't have money for crack, and I'm like, that's true. Like if I need some money, I can find some money somewhere. Like if shit gets really bad, I can find some money.
Find some bread.
The
Motivation.
People are out here waking up with $0.
This motherfucker ain't got no furniture in here, no nothing. But he can go get $100.
Yeah, he's
quick.
gonna find $100.
He's gonna find $100.
He's gonna buy some
I
meth.
feel you. The motivation in them motherfuckers.
Like they never wake up and say, "Man, I don't have any money."
And you'd be surprised by how in shape
money.
some of these motherfuckers are, man.
Yeah.
Who we said you ain't gonna catch no crackhead, man. The motherfucker.
Yeah.
She's like, man, if you would just.
Yeah, they're like superhuman kind of.
Yeah, I'm
She's
like, I'm like, well, fuck it. You can have that shit, man. Fuck.
Yeah, that's yours.
I've seen some crackheads.
It's yours, dog.
A 4.240, man, with no shoes on. Like, god damn. And he smokes crack, and you couldn't catch him. Yeah, man. True story.
Yeah, that shit'll change you, man.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, people look like they got the devil in their eyes sometimes.
Cocaine's different. Cocaine's a different game. A different heroin. I'm like, and I look at heroin addicts like, bruh, you didn't stay awake long enough to enjoy your fucking high. Do you even know you're high anymore?
Yeah,
It's like, what the fuck? Why would you want to do something?
I've never been around somebody doing heroin.
Ooh.
So I guess I don't know what it's actually like.
I've never seen anybody actually do it, but I remember.
Yeah, I guess I've probably been around someone while they were
know,
high, and I didn't know at Walmart.
right,
I'm sure I've been to
right,
Walmart.
right. I told my wife that the other day. Speaking of crack cocaine, man, I remember being in the hood as a kid. You know what I mean, and seeing the different plate numbers. Back when Omaha was 1 county, Lincoln was 2. You remember that?
No,
You don't remember that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. They changed it years ago. Omaha's 1, Lincoln's 2. I think Beatrice was 3. York was 4. That's
they still do that for all the other.
Yeah,
counties,
they
but-
actually still do that out there. But I remember all the 22 counties, the 16 counties, the 7 counties, the 17 counties, the 3 counties riding through the hood buying dope. And then they all go back to their little communities,
Sell it.
sewers, or they're just doing
Just doing it.
Yeah. So I was like, you definitely had people in your small town that were crackheads. You definitely did. Because I remember all the plate numbers.
Probably percentage-wise, more.
Yeah, probably more.
You probably had more of a chance of running into a crackhead at the gas station.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. 13th and South? Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I've never been around anybody doing heroin. Cocaine is really big in the military. Because cocaine's like a really like alpha male type shit. Like
Yeah.
like I hear, this is all speculation, but I hear like the SEALs and Navy SEALs, the SEAL teams and stuff. I hear coke is running rampant through that. We had people get kicked out for doing coke all the time.
Well, back in the day, what was cocaine? Cocaine was the rich white man's drug. They called meth the poor white man's cocaine.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cocaine's only in your system for like 2 or 3 days or whatever. So dudes would go to Vegas on a long weekend and do coke and then come back and
piss that shit out.
yeah, they wouldn't be too worried about it. But people got busted a lot, a lot. I could probably name 5 or 6 people I know that got kicked out for cocaine. We had a whole like ecstasy ring in the barracks.
Ecstasy, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I had a bag of that shit back in like '97, and nobody knew what it was.
Yeah, like 20 cats got arrested because they were there. There was a whole opera. There was like a kingpin, and then he had dealers.
Especially
crazy.
on the West Coast. Yeah.
That's
That's where that shit was coming from.
It was on base. They had people coming to their barracks rooms to buy pills and shit. It was
Well, meth came from the West Coast. The bikers
yeah.
back in the '70s and '80s, bro. They called it crank.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think what they said, the bikers used to hide it in their crankcases, so when they got pulled over and shit, the cops. But yeah, the bikers, I don't want to say their names. Everybody knows who they are. They're probably so commercialized now. They ain't mean no more. But yeah, they were bringing the shit out from Oregon. That's where meth came from. But I'm like, nah, it was Hitler. He was the original dope man.
Hitler?
Yeah, he would give it to his soldiers and shit.
Meth? Oh yeah.
Hitler had a lot of.
I know he was
problems.
drugging them up. I didn't know it was meth.
Yeah, he was a drug. Amphetamine.
Oh yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, opiates. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that dude.
Yeah, I know Hitler had a drug problem.
Yeah, he was a drug addict.
Definitely.
I mean, you look at that dude's speeches.
Yeah.
Motherfucker was hysterical. You know what I mean?
Definitely had
Like,
a drug-
there's
again-
passion, and then there's.
And again, I think it's hard to be a world leader and not have a drug problem.
kind of goes in.
'Cause it's like, I mean,
so
not-
Barack a coke guy. Yeah?
Not to say any names, but you're like, I mean, you're like say you're a 70-year-old dude or whatever, and you're the busiest dude on the planet. You're the busiest dude of all time.
No sleep.
Yeah, you don't have time for naps. Normal 70-year-old dudes are like watching the Cowboys game and just passing out in their recliner. But you have to have meetings about the safety of the world every minute
Hop
of
on
every
this
day.
plane and head over here.
Yeah, and while you're on the plane, you're probably on a Zoom call with China trying to keep World War III
Yeah, Red
from
Bull
happening
ain't
or
gonna
whatever.
do you. Yeah, ain't
it's
gonna give you
like-
wings.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you have a prescription for Adderall or something. Maybe it's a prescription medication at that point, but that's still drugs.
It's still dope, dog.
It's
still dope. Tomato.
It's still drugs.
Yeah, I think it kind of has to go hand in hand. I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
You own something.
It'd be hard not to. Like,
You're on something.
yeah, and especially like Hitler. Yeah,
I mean, you can tell. I mean, I don't speak German, but I can see his actions. Like,
Yeah,
this
he
motherfucker's
looks
high.
like he looks like he's whacked out.
He's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's passion, and then there's this motherfucker's high. And what is he talking about? I wish I knew somebody to speak his, because it's a different kind of German, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, you can just watch it with subtitles. I'm pretty sure he's talking about doing a bunch of bad shit. It's probably what he's talking about.
Then there's that. We kind of
Yeah.
don't need to know. We kind of know what he did, so
Yeah,
I don't need to know what he said. I guess.
I got a feeling about what he's talking about.
I think I know.
Yeah, I think
He don't like me.
Well, what's crazy is like people looked at him and they were like, "That seems reasonable." And then people are like, "Oh, there's no way that could happen again." And I'm like, "It kind of almost did."
Yeah, kind of almost did.
Yeah, like you can look at someone and be like, "Man, why would anybody believe a word coming out of that dude's mouth?" But somebody is. Somebody is not only believing it, but is writing every single word down so that they can read it later. And
why didn't those people resist him? Like,
yeah,
that's what's crazy to me. It's like, damn, was they all believers in that shit?
no, I mean, people are just afraid, man. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. People don't want to be the ones,
You don't want to be left home when he's speaking.
Yeah,
Crazy motherfucker.
yeah. I don't know how we ended up talking about Hitler.
Methamphetamine. He was a drug addict.
Yeah, I'm not sure how we talked about.
He's the original dope man.
Ended up talking about Hitler on the Happy New Year episode, but we did, and he was whacked out of his.
Yeah, he was
mind.
a dopehead, man.
And so is everybody else probably. And okay, it's just like you watch these shows. Do you see Boardwalk? It was on like Showtime or something. It was about
like a gangster show,
prohibition
like
in the 20s.
I haven't seen it. But
Yeah,
I've
like
seen it.
all these powerful white dudes sitting in a room doing drugs together,
Mm.
and it's like,
Cocaine, man.
yeah, is that different now? Probably not. Like
Rich
you're
white man's drug.
probably still, yeah, like Congress people, like all these. Like, there's all these shows about it. Like, oh, yeah, back in the day, this used to be happening.
Well, the Betty Ford Clinic became the Betty Ford Clinic because Betty Ford was getting fucked up. Then I think Nancy Reagan was getting fucked. Everybody was getting fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Everybody was getting fucked up
Yeah.
on something. Everybody was on something. Everybody had their thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird how I don't know how people pretend like it's not still happening. Like, oh, let's watch this show about the 1940s. And it's like that was 70 years ago, 80 years
Yeah, it
ago.
wasn't really that
Yeah,
long
like-
ago, and they're still doing.
Yeah,
the same
people are
shit.
probably still doing it. Like, there's probably still cocaine rolling around the Oval Office. He probably has a cocaine button.
Well, what was that video? It was, I think it was about 91, 92. It was George Bush. Would they do the everybody at home watching the president? That what do they call that shit?
State of the Union.
Yeah.
Thing.
Well, he holds up a bag of fucking crack on national TV, dog.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. If the president wants crack, he can be like, "Give me some crack."
That's the thing. Years later, in the videos on YouTube, years later, we find out that this motherfucker sent one of his Secret Service motherfuckers right down the corner, around the corner,
DC.
and
Yeah,
got
well,
some
yeah,
crack
yeah.
and bought it back in there.
Yeah, it's probably not that hard. But yeah, when
Yeah.
you're in that status, you can be like,
Go give me some.
"Go give me some crack. Go give me some Adderall. Go give me some opiates. Give me some weed." You
Give
think
me all that.
you think nobody's ever smoked a joint in the Oval Office, man?
Willie Nelson.
That's probably what Obama was doing.
Willie Nelson was the only one. He said he went. I read his book in the joint. He said he smoked a joint on the roof of the White House. He's the only
Yeah,
one.
he's not the only one. He's not the only
Well,
one.
yeah, right.
Thomas Jefferson probably hitting that grass.
Yeah,
George Washington,
Hitting
I guarantee
that,
they were
yeah.
doing something.
yeah. He was.
That's when they didn't even think drugs were bad.
It
They were
wasn't
just
bad,
you could
yeah.
just
It was medicine.
you could just buy them.
Yeah, it
The
was
doctor
medicine.
was like, you should probably do some cocaine.
Yeah.
Your back hurts. You should probably here's some cocaine. Dog.
Cocaine.
Yeah. So there's probably been all kinds of drugs slanging around the White House.
Drugstore. I mean, yeah, that's how that shit. Back then, what they call them? I can't remember what they used to call them. Apothecaries, which was pretty much it had all your elixirs, your syringes, your all that shit in there, man. I think that's what an apothecary would have been back then, which would have been the drugstore.
Yeah.
Where you come get your liquid cocaine and your all that shit.
liquid
It would
cocaine,
probably
man,
would have
that
been
sounds
in
pretty
liquid
crazy.
form back then, because liquid cocaine is still a thing. It's just, that's
It's crazy.
That's-
Crazy how shit goes around and around. I think eventually cocaine will be legal. Like way down the road. I think they'll eventually get
Yeah.
around to legalizing
Yeah.
cocaine. I think everything's going to go full circle again.
What Denver,
You'll be able to-
Colorado just
You'll be able to
legalized.
go to the dispensary and get yourself some liquid
Yeah.
cocaine
I mean,
or some
liquor
cocaine
store. I mean, why
some
not?
cocaine brownies or whatever. Yeah, I think it's all gonna go full circle.
Organs just legalized or decriminalized.
Yeah, decriminalized. Which there's a big difference.
Big difference.
People were so
don't understand
pissed about
Yeah.
that. They're like
I
they're like, now you can go to Walgreens and buy cocaine. Like, no,
That's not what that means, dumbass.
it just means they're not gonna put people in prison.
They don't want to clog the system. Yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, dumb motherfuckers. They don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, then we got to deal with that kind of shit. I think Colorado legalized psychedelics.
did they?
And hallucinogens, yeah, just a couple years ago.
I saw that the VA was messing with mushrooms,
Yeah,
like prescribing mushrooms for PTSD and stuff.
no. Yeah, they're doing it in Colorado.
Yeah, they can't prescribe weed though.
Really?
Yeah, they sent when Colorado and all those places started legalizing it recreationally, they sent out all these letters that were like, your VA doctor can't prescribe you marijuana.
Damn, they got
Well,
one of
yeah.
the biggest bases.
Well,
in,
yeah,
in the
well,
Springs? Really?
because it's not legal federally, you know. and VAs
Yeah, then there's that.
And VAs are federal property. So if you get your prescription filled for marijuana, they'd basically be selling weed on federal property, and that shit just wouldn't work because the VA fills all my
yeah,
prescriptions.
I
and shit.
didn't think about all that.
Yeah.
It's not federally legal.
Yeah, but they're experimenting with like LSD and mushrooms and weed. They can't prescribe any of it, but they're testing all of it. It just seems stupid. Like, why is there like, what made the line? You know? Like, why is it like, oh, we're testing it, but we're not gonna give it to nobody.
What the fuck?
It's illegal, but we're testing it, but it's not legal. You know, it's just like, what made it illegal?
And then we hear some new
It's
shit in the
illegal because
street.
we like it too
Yeah,
much.
what the fuck? Nah, because we want it. Is it us? It's us, ain't it?
It's too cool and fun.
Yeah, that's
And
a
now it's
trip.
not legal.
Well, UNL, they're testing,
Well,
you know,
like, how is mushrooms worse than booze?
mushrooms, bro. Like, mushrooms make your ass think you can
How is that
fucking
worth-
fly.
I mean, you don't even do anything to them. Like booze, you have to manufacture,
Yeah,
right? Like
yep.
mushrooms.
Distill it, this and that.
Yeah, mushrooms, you just take them out of the ground and eat them.
Wait till they get funky enough and eat it.
But that's illegal. But booze, you can you can get a license and make your own and shit. It's like
A dirty game, man. It's all a dirty game. Yeah. I always.
And I don't remember the last time I saw an article that was like, oh, dude was on mushrooms and crashed his truck and killed 9 people. But
I'm about
I
to
do
kill
remember
this bag of Lay's potato chips.
I do-
that's about the only thing I'm about
I
to
do
kill.
remember somebody drinking and killing a bunch of people.
Yeah.
But I've never done mushrooms though.
Never?
I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I know what mushrooms are about. Never done mushrooms.
Last time I done shrooms. Well, I was in prison, so I can't really count that one. that wasn't good. Was the
See that too. The dare thing. Like people act like drugs are so easy to get. I don't even know how to go about getting mushrooms. If I was so inclined, I wouldn't even know where to start. I couldn't even do drugs if I wanted to. If someone was like, "Go give me some heroin," I have no idea where to go to get heroin. I'm gonna walk. I can't just walk around being with a sign like I'm scalping tickets. Like heroin, 2 heroines, please.
That's a whole different world.
Yeah, it's like
I've never been in that. I was.
And if you just walk around looking for heroin, there's no way people are gonna sell it.
Well, you ain't walking around looking for that shit, dog. Ain't nobody walking around on that shit. That shit.
Yeah, that's true.
That shit put your ass down. Yeah. I mean, the shrooms. I think we were in our 20s, and I think we knew a dude on the campus or something. That dirt head white dude that wore Birkenstocks on a day like this. You know what I mean? He ain't giving up them Birkenstocks. Yeah. It's him. and you know, he's
what is it like? What does it do?
You gonna see some shit.
Really?
You're gonna hear some shit.
Really?
And you're gonna do some shit.
Yeah, see, it sounds kind of scary to me.
I mean, it can be.
Hallucinating sounds scary.
It can be.
Like dropping acid or whatever. That just sounds...
Acid, that's a different game,
that just sounds
bro.
too scary.
That acid, I've done acid. I did acid.
Really?
Yeah. Me and my white homie, Josh Hayes, 9th grade, promotion day.
You did acid in 9th grade?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Ran back to the school, man.
Yeah, so dare didn't work on you.
Nah, it didn't work on me, man. Nah, we was in school like, shit, man, you couldn't tell me shit. We in the wrong class. I ain't supposed to be, we couldn't wear hats. Our principal was a black dude, may he rest in peace, Mr. Carroll. Mr. Tim Carroll, pro baseball player, played for the Cubs. But he was a black dude. And when I say he was a black dude, he was a black dude. You know, like he was like, what the fuck y'all doing? Man, y'all ain't even right. Snatched my hat, pow, hit me in the head and shit. He was a black dude. And we tripping on this acid and shit, man. And he made us leave school. You know, it was 9th grade promotion day. I don't know why we didn't skip anyway. Probably because we had to go get that acid. Yeah, probably because we had to go get that acid.
Had to go to school. Didn't want to skip school because you had to get your drugs.
Get
man,
acid,
wow.
Yeah, freshman year, first time I tripped on some acid, man. Shrooms. The Nintendo 64 had just came out that night. I remember Walmart was still brand new out here, and we went and got a 64. We all made some tea, and we put a few in the tea, man, and sipped that shit, man. And by the time, man, Mario was on that, that was high tech shit back then. We all ducking and shit. There's the big ball. You gotta kill the. Yeah, I was like, that was a hell of a night that night. We ended up walking halfway across Lincoln and back. Yeah, that was a hell of a night that night on them shrooms, man. But I think it's your mind frame and your company.
Yeah,
if you're around some knuckleheads, we about to go do this drive-by. We about to go hit it ain't gonna be fun, and that's when you're gonna find yourself.
Why are you gonna do a drive-by on shrooms, man?
Motherfuckers do stupid shit. You know what I mean? I know some motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Well, and I mean, maybe that's a sign you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
If you want to get out of your right mind to do it.
And me and my homies,
maybe you shouldn't do that shit, dog.
We chucklers. We joke crackers. We talking shit to each other, and that was the atmosphere all the time. You know what I mean? So
I guess that is.
There was no funny duddy shit with us, and we always knew when we do this shit, it just got to be us. We can't have nobody from the outside because we don't know their frame of mind.
Yeah. Well, on that note, my camera's shutting off and shit. Go to school, find some shrooms, maybe get yourself some acid while you're there. I don't know. The war on drugs. I think the country lost it. I think drugs won. Congratulations to drugs for winning the war on drugs.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
The only reason kids aren't skipping school is so that they can get their acid while they're there.
It was a good win. It was a good run.
There you go. Anyways, check us out on social media. We're on YouTube, obviously. We got video on Spotify, which is cool.
I gotta check that out yet.
How do you do it? You just go to the Spotify app and play it. It just plays the video. Yeah. This week I uploaded the audio and then it didn't upload, and then I didn't notice till like 4 days later. So my bad. But
Players fuck up too, y'all.
Yeah, but I'll double check this next time, I guess. But yeah, check us out on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Always Chillin' Podcast. You can just search us up on all that stuff. Hope you guys have a great year, a great week. We'll see you guys next Sunday.